these niggas and I know they hate it. Struggling at life, looking aggravated. Got straight to the money, no procrastinating. Buying anything I want, life's a vacation. You can tell by my walk, I'm activated. You can hear the way I talk, I'm activated. All day.
Activated. Go to the crib. Activated.
Yeah.
You might get a bad decision loss. Activated. Again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to the show of iBoxingHub. This is across the way from the US to the UK, myself being Massachusetts and Trill being Southampton, UK, England. Well, an interesting time for boxing. You know, it's taken me a long time to have a smile. All right. Now, obviously, before we continue, I'd like my brilliant co-host to introduce himself and lead us to the land of milk and honey, as it were.
What's going on, everybody? I'm the commissioner, aka Trill Dollar Bill. And before we get started with this marvelous show that we got, let's have a word from our sponsors.
Now, remember, everybody, you can get 40% off your total purchase by going to drock.ek. All right? It's .uk. It redirects you straight over there. Even me, I was shocked. Now I'm joking. 40% off iBoxingHub 24 if you would like the drip that Trill and I have, but we rarely wear because we wear it so much. Please, go onto the website and go check it out. Trill, how are you? How's everything?
Everything is great, man. It couldn't be better. I couldn't complain, you know. I have no complaints, and if I did, who would listen, right? Who would listen?
I would listen to your complaints wholeheartedly. There'd not be one complaint I would not listen to. That's all I'd like to say. But why don't you lead us to the land of milk and honey, Trill? What do we got for today?
Get it off your chest. This is what we're going to do today. This is what it is. The episode today, the 23rd, like Jordan, you know, we're slam dunking this. Get it off your chest. Reaction to fight weekend. We're going to start the whole fight card. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're going to do. That's we're going to start it off. The reaction to fight weekend. You know, how did you feel about this? Arthur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. Well, what people would say, what's his Beterbiev and Bivol. That's the right pronunciation of their name.
I say Beterbiev and Bivol. If you want to say that, that's cool too. So.
I like Bivol and Beterbiev. You know what I'm saying?
I like the American way. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that way. I don't like the Beterbiev and Bivol. I don't like that. It sounds a little bit more soul when you say Bivol and Beterbiev. You know what I'm saying? Got a little bit more soul. You know what I mean? A little bit more barbecue sauce on them ribs. You know what I'm saying? Got some hot sauce on them collard greens. You know what I mean?
Seasoning.
Talking about. You know what I mean? But get it off your chest, Ricco. All in all, how did you feel about that? We're gonna get into the fights individually, but how did you feel as far as the whole card? How did you feel?
I thought it was worth every bit of that 20 rupees, American dollars, pounds, whatever. I thought that was worth every bit of that money, to be honest with you. I thought that main event was every bit of that money, regardless of the card. I mean, just from top to bottom, Ben Whittaker, I mean, like Trill said, and Trill, I'd also like to thank you, my brother. No, it's not always that I'm just out here giving Trill beans or anything like that. You know, I love my brother. This is my OG. Okay. And I just have to thank you for an incredibly successful live that we did over the weekend. It was brilliant. I think it's now, brother. That for me is that was very special, and that was a spiritual one, because we almost had 1,000 viewers on two platforms. We, the views just on the day were incredible. And we went for about 10 hours, bro, almost there. So Trill was with
It was
me pretty
Rico
much.
Mania.
It
That's
was
what we
Ricco
had.
Mania, man. It was the
Rico
B&B
Mania.
takeover. And we got to thank, obviously, my brother over here. We got to thank Trey for helping me launch everything. And it's been such a successful week, and just there's just so much success for everybody, man. So I just want to thank you guys so much. Again, please go check it out. We had a great time, man. I was in a suit and boxers, so that was weird. With the fight,
iBoxingHub as a whole, everybody is so supportive and so dope. I think that's awesome.
Because you're family, and that's what we do. And this is our 23rd episode, man. So again, guys, thank you guys for tuning in and supporting us.
Jump me.
Oh, wait, Trill and I love it. Trill and I love this. This is my favorite on a Tuesday, and possibly throughout the week. So, but obviously, just the reaction to the card as a whole, I thought it was worth every bit of money there, Trill. I thought the fights, most of them gave everything that we wanted, and the main event, although I have my disagreements in terms of the victor or whatever, but that's boxing. I just thought that fight was amazing.
Follow the bouncing ball, my brother. We're gonna get there.
Yep.
Everybody keeps saying about this marvelous $20 card. You know what I'm saying? It had me wondering. Shout out to our homie Aladdin over there at ESPN. It had me thinking, does people do not have the ESPN Plus app? Because it's free. The fight was free if you had the ESPN Plus app, which I do. So I got a chance to watch the fight for absolutely free due to the fact that I have the app. So shout out to everybody that had the ESPN Plus app. Actually, I have all the apps because I'm addicted to this sport that we love so much, boxing. So I have the DAZN and the Prime and the ESPN Plus, and I want to make sure that I get all these fights and I'm able to see all these fights. Because I love boxing. But yeah, let's break it down. Let's break this card down. Starting from the very first one. Do we have that production? Do we have that whole setup of this card?
I think we could go for the main. Might not have it from the bottom of the card, but we can start from Ben Whitaker, my twin.
Okay. We can start from Ben.
Do you want to go first? Do you want to go first? Please God.
This is how we're gonna feel about Ben Whitaker. We all know, we all seen what happened. The real question is, can he recover from this? Do we think he can recover from this? And yes, I think he can. In his two possible ways, right? He can rematch Mr. Cameron, and he can win. And then all will be forgiven. Or he can go a whole new other route, right? Right? And it's called the amnesia. You know what I'm saying? To make people forget. You got the Men in Black. Yes. You look right into this. You fight. You put on two good.
The neuralizer.
Exactly. You put on two good performances, and people will forget this until you do something else stupid, and then they'll bring this back up. You know what I'm saying? But boxing, especially, boxing fans, they really, they'll forget if you can put on a couple of more spectacular wins. You know what I'm saying? They can forget. But I think that it actually showed us who Ben Whitaker really is. Boxing is one of these sports, right? You figure out who you are in that ring. If you're a quitter, if you're a cheater, if you know what I'm saying? You find out the type of person you are once you get punched in your face and the fight's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's this one thing about boxing. Hopefully this doesn't show who his character is and who he's going to continue to be in the sport of boxing. Hopefully it was just one of those times where he's just never been in this position before, adversity, and he cowered out. I thought it was clown behavior of him. I really do. But do I think that the boxing fans will forget? Yes, I do. I done seen this happen before. Depending on if he could put on a string of performances, they can forget about him, or if he can go back in there with Mr. Cameron and run it back and get that victory, people will forget. But this definitely was a bad look. It was definitely a bad look for the kid.
I have to agree completely. I saw Jams in the comments. Jams, 3 happy birthdays. Dad from On the Record Boxing. Jabs, my brother Jake. We love you, bro. Happy birthday to you. And happy birthday to my brother Eric as well. ETR, big up to all 3 of you. You lot, many more, man. You're all incredible gentlemen. God bless you all. In terms of what you're saying there, Trill, you're absolutely correct. 150,000% correct. I actually spoke to Mr. Cameron today, and I just have to say it couldn't have happened to a nicer person from that extremely harsh ban that he had received. For you know, you can kind of look into it. They took 4 years out of his career. You know, he came back off of obviously depression and so many other things. Please, guys, go check out his story, his account. You will see this is a genuine guy, man. And I'm not obviously saying anything about Ben's character. I'm just saying in terms of if you wanted success for somebody like this, from the cards, I'd say him and Massey for me. We'll obviously get to Massey, but with Ben, he and I said this. I said if you can't do Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon at British level and above, you know, you can't implement that type of. It's easy to do that against journeyman. You know, it's easy to do the whole this is easy to do that. But when you're going against somebody, and we've seen it before. The before this fight, or 2 fights before, he did have difficulty against somebody who was imposing a strong boxing fundamental foundation, and just cutting through all of the nonsense. And he had a strong posture. Liam, the thing is with Mr. Cameron is that when he'll cut, you think he's on the back foot, but literally 2 punches later, those overhand hooks were devastating. Right, every time Ben thought that he was going to get into a rhythm, it's almost like he was being swatted like a fly. Like it was stupendous. I had a chance to catch the fight up today. I actually wanted to I actually wanted to do a sort of review on it after on the BNB live later. But I have to say Ben looked like he did want to weigh out. It's just my opinion, you know. If you see how they came on the ropes, Liam came forward, right? Ben grabbed, it looked to me, and I freeze framed this yesterday. Thank you, production, you sweetheart. He grabbed they go on the ropes, and then Ben had both the gloves on the side, and then he was tipping back in a backward motion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, for me, and then for them to go back underneath the ropes and Ben to be like, my ankle, I didn't see any ankle. I didn't see him hurt his ankle. I didn't see, you know, him roll it. And I watched that footage, I think, by about 5 different angles. Now, do I think he can come back from this? Anybody can come back from anything. If you are, for example, a heavyweight and you shot up every single piece of head in your body, and 3 years later, you're literally fighting on cards and, you know, and having all these opportunities, you know, anybody can come back from anything. You know, he just needs to keep his head down, get that cardio in, and just, you know, give the man his rematch, bro, to be honest, because Liam deserves it. I believe that Liam also has been signed by Queensberry. Big up to you, Uncle Frank, for recognizing that. I believe he's managed by Lee Ian. You know, great bunch of lads. So yeah, in terms of the performance, do I say it's hard to score that fight? I found Liam to be winning. You know, I think that happened when the 6th round, that tumble went over. I think I had Liam up by 3, because at the beginning of the fight, Ben was sort of flowing into it, but as soon as Liam just got that stance, and he was just, oh mate, I don't know. So we'll have to see. I think Ben Shalom has come out today and he said that, you know, Ben has obviously received medical attention. You know, they're having a look at what's actually happened to that ankle. I think there was a fan, obviously, an incident in the airport where he smashed up a fan's phone, allegedly. I think just keep your head down, bro. That's the best thing for you to do now. Head down, get the rematch, and tell Ben and all of them, stop putting stuff out. Stop it. Just be quiet, get the rematch out, and then that's it.
It's definitely time for some damage control.
Why is the Trill? Can I ask you a question actually before we carry on? Why is the PR so bad? Like, the public relations for a number of years have been terrible.
You know what it is?
I don't know.
You know that social media destroyed PR, you know, because now these fighters, you know, got a chance to, you know, run to Twitter and type whatever they feeling after getting punched in the face. So they usually say some things that might come off a little bit disheartening or messed up sometimes. But yeah, you know, but I think that's
he went out in a wheelchair.
Yeah. So sometimes I gotta be honest, man. Like a lot of times you watch these shows and you see these people be like afraid to tell the truth and talk. Like, what are y'all so scared of? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just humans, man. They bleed just like you, man. Stop bleeding. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. Like, social media messed up a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting to know too much about fighters. Things that we shouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. It really is that hurt fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, the social media, that's what I think hurt PR. You know what I'm saying? Can't do damage control no more because these fighters, after getting punched in the face, they want to go ahead and say something crazy, you know? And it's hard to
He's not even saying anything, though, Trill. Like, he's not even saying.
It was his actions. It was his actions, you know, how it was basically like, you know, how he was acting leading up to the fight. How he's been acting, how he's been performing. Now he gets in this situation. Now he got a chance to go. Like, people think that, yeah, you know, people think that boxing fans is as shallow as no, boxing fans are not shallow. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick, but no, maybe casuals, but true boxing fans are not shallow. They don't care if you lose. They really do not care if you lose. It's how you lose. It's how you lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go out there and you show heart, you know, and you're willing to go pull it out on the line and go out on your shield, the fans are going to support that and they're going to want to see you again. You know how many times we done seen Gabe Rosario? You know how many times we done seen Gabe? Because he fights
Gabe, I've got some British citizenship here for you, lads. All right?
It's been plenty of times. It's been plenty of times we done seen fighters become famous off of losing. You know, so I'm sick and tired of the notion that fans can't. Exactly, is another one. You know what I'm saying? I always bring up Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie Malignaggi became a star because Miguel Cotto broke his cheekbone, and he continued it in that fight with a broken cheekbone, and everybody was like, he had so much heart. You know what I'm saying? But this is Paulie. They couldn't whoop himself out of a wet paper bag. You know what I'm saying? But everybody showed him saying, like, he has so much heart. He has so much heart. Yeah, it's because of it depends on how you fight. You know what I'm saying? So I hate how people kind of come down on boxing fans and say, oh, all y'all care about is the O. Nah, that's not true at all. Maybe promoters like to promote the O, you know what I'm saying? But we don't care if it goes, as long as you let it get us our money worth. We don't care. As long as we get our money's worth, we don't care. You know what I'm saying? So Ben Whittaker had a tough lesson to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, people wouldn't have cared if he would have lost. They'll love the fact that, at least for this first time, he wasn't showboating. He seen that he had a live dog in front of him. He wasn't doing none of those antics, and he was in there trying to win. He would have lost. People would have said, okay, it's back to the drawing board, kid. You know what I'm saying? You had a tough opponent. Now fight again. You know what I mean? They see that you wasn't doing those tricks and antics. Now, if you was doing all those little tricks and antics and you still was losing, and then you did that on top, you know what I'm saying? That would have been
brilliant. That would have been
it would been a little bit harder. But I feel like people gotta understand it's not that you lost, it's how you lose. And if you would have went out there and showed us a lot of heart and fought with his heart, people wouldn't have cared. They would have seen like, okay, he got a dog in him. You know what I'm saying? He got a dog and there's some stuff he got to work on, but the boy got a dog in him. He got heart. Now he don't got no heart.
Well, I was just about to say, I believe we now have somebody who's got a new nickname, right? Now, the people online have labeled this man Ben Whittaker. Now, Trill and I are giving you some serious game, rude boy. All right. Now, you to get that label there, because they used to call what Daniel triple knee. Trill all the time. But Daniel now, he's not triple knee anymore.
Now he got his respect.
Rude boy.
He got his respect.
Now he got his respect. Now no one's chatting shit. So now you need to go and get your real name back.
I was hearing Ben flipping.
Oh, he's got a double barrel. All right, so you need to go and you need to get that shit back, and we don't want to see you until you do. Okay. One thing that I will say that's not cool is there's like trainers and there's people, and I'm checking out, I saw a couple of interviews and stuff like that. Like, don't say instances about the kid quitting and this and that or whatever like that. No one was saying that before. Like, no trainer was saying any of that before that, he quit against it. And do you understand? So it's just like, be consistent in life. Trill and I have been saying, all of us have been saying, I've said for the longest, if you could do that against somebody like Ezra Taylor, fair enough. Like, absolutely. If you could do all of that, crouching, all of that there against Liam Cameron, fair play. Go do it to your heart's content. But life sometimes has a way of just lifing. So good luck to the young man. I hope you come back stronger.
Yes, definitely. Moving right on. What was the next fight that was on that card?
So we had we did have my favorite Samoan.
Yes. Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen. He wasn't playing no games. We both predict. Oh, not to mention, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this guy. We're gonna get this guy. We'll save that for what I thought should have been. They need to put more respect on on women's boxing. We're gonna save that for not last, but right before last. Your favorite Samoan was out there. He was doing his thing. We can move right along. We already said that he was gonna make a mess out of Mr. Messi.
Ula fala.
Yeah, and he went out there and he handled business. No jokes, no games. Like I thought he was gonna do. Just go out there and handle business.
He's him, innit, Trill? He's him. I don't like this. We might be looking at the next Alexander Usyk, the next OTC, the original tribal chief. I am very excited about Jai Opetaia's future in boxing. I cannot tell you how many incredible nights this man is going to give us. Please, guys, if you don't know who Jai Opetaia is, he is the #1 cruiserweight in the world right now. Okay, put some respect on this guy's name, bro. He's just, and I just want to say, big up to Jack Massey, man. Big up to him, his family. You did yourself proud. You did not quit, not once. Your corner had to literally take you out, bro. And again, I want to see you fight again. I want to see Jack Massey on another card. I want to see him get another opportunity because he gave everything. He did not back down once against that man. And I just have so much respect for him. So I want to see him again.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds good. Put up a good fight. Moving right along. We predicted the next fight. We predicted that well.
I don't know the truth. It's a good day in it, Trill. It's not a bad episode.
Yeah. We said it was going to be a knockout. Well, I said definitely was going to be a knockout. I said my man Fabio Foreign wasn't playing. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing.
Fabio Foreign.
Yeah, Fabio Foreign is not playing. He's coming through, and he's gonna, he's gonna show out.
He put a dent in that man's head.
He tried to recover. His face. Did you see his face? That was crazy. Whoever did his face they left him.
They showed the bit where he dragged himself up, Trill, and then he turned around and his jaw was still facing adjacent.
He was like that was crazy. That was a bad look. You know what I'm saying? That was a bad
And I know when it happened. It happened when they were in the corner. He had just hit him over the temple, but he never gave with that shot. And then he literally looked at him and said, "I'm going to send you to the gulag, to the depths of hell, Trill." He literally looked at him. There was a pause. Remember, and then Hayukin, 2 body shots, and then a left, and then
he turned his face. He made his face, turned his face into a.
He turned the other way. He turned that way. He's still there. He's still there.
Yeah, that was definitely. He definitely was. He fixed his face. He definitely fixed his face. You know.
Now,
Good
big up
fight.
to Fraser Clark, man.
Good fight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. People thought like the weight was gonna help him. It didn't help him. You know. It didn't help him.
30 pounds is going to help you against somebody who comes in at career 245, 248, right? And he's a heavy puncher at that weight. Are you wet? I'm glitching right now, so I'm going to hand it over to Trill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They was a little mad. They was a little mad, but it was a good win, good stoppage. Yeah, you have to put some respect on his name. He definitely got everybody talking. Can't wait to see him out again. You know, yeah, he's not gonna disappoint. He's gonna be knocking everybody out now. I see that this is gonna be.
We off the grid. That's on a
Yeah, exactly.
Ah!
You know, moving right along. We're moving right along through this card real fast. Before we get to the real nitty gritty, how did you feel about your man Chris Eubank Jr.? Man, we know I said that this was going to be a showcase for him, and you know it definitely was a showcase for him. Started off a little rough, but you know he settled in, and you know became a showcase for him to show out for his adoring fans. How did you feel? And 3-time IBO champion. You know what I'm saying?
Can I get a 3-time?
You know what I'm saying? You get better than that. 3-time IBO champion. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, legends were born that night, Trill. It's rare that I could show so much admiration to somebody on screen. Now I'm on 360p here, so my shit don't lag. But I'm so happy for him. 3-time world champion. Some people go their whole lives in boxing and only dream to get a jacket like that and to win the IBO world championship 3 times. I mean, mate. And now, Trill, we're going to get an incredible fight next year in the summer, 2025, right? Conor Benn, one of your favorite fighters in the world. All right, we're going to get that fight for the IBO world title. I mean, is this not cinema?
For the IBO world title?
Yeah, baby. Are you saying words?
Hey, listen, you know,
this is all right. That's how I felt.
I mean, people will be excited to see this fight. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people want to see this fight.
You're excited.
I know a lot of people might want to see this fight, you know, and that's cool. You know, what else do these guys got going on right now? It's a good little money fight for them in their own backyard. I think it would do great because of their dads were legends. You know, so call it the son of a legend fight. That's how I promote it. Son of a legends fight. You know what I'm saying?
I would promote it not like Trill. I would say 2 young legends in their own right. Yeah. Okay. You like how I just spun that and remixed it like Grandmaster Flat? Thanks. That's what I would put it as.
I like that right there. Born rivals. I like that right there. Born rivals.
Oh, mate.
That's it.
We'll send it to Christopher and the gang. I mean, Conor Benn now.
Tell him to cut that check. Tell him to cut that check. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that check cut. That check cut. It's cut in little bitty pieces.
Yeah, cut that over here to the gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like an ATL strip club. So, no, so I'm excited for this. I'm excited for that fight. I think England's excited for it. And in terms of the performance of Chris, he did what he needed to do. The Polish lad was really tough, fair play. Does he look good at 160 pounds? I don't know. Seems to have rehydrated well. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any much more we can say. Oh, Connor, why was there so much gel in Connor's hair? There was a large amount of gel in that man's hair. I think he had all the gel in Riyadh, Connor.
Was it gel or was it baby oil? I don't know. What was it? What was it?
My dog. There's my dog. Hello, Sammy.
His
nails clipped. You got them clipped. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Say, what did he have? Say, what did he have in his hair? Something about Mary?
Here at Across the Way, we accept all forms and types of oil for who they are. So can we move? Can we get the fuck out of this fight here? Can we just get out?
Yeah. Moving right along.
Scary. It's scary.
To the fight that I really wanted to see, the fight that I was interested in seeing, Mrs. Sky Nichols.
Mm-hmm.
Al Nicholson and Miss Raven. You know, I called it. I said that I think that Sky would win unanimous decision. I thought that her boxing skills would pay off, and boy, did they pay off. Not only did she show that she's a skilled fighter, she also showed that she's not just a pretty face. She's a dog. She's a warrior, you know? And she did that by, you know, being able to take shots, plus give them, and laughing, smiling. You know what I'm saying? By delivering punishment. She stayed outside, she boxed beautiful, and she even got in there and mixed it up. So shout outs to Sky Nicholson. She definitely shocked me because all the credit that people was giving to Miss Raven, saying, oh, she's a dog, she did that. They didn't give to Miss Sky Nicholson. They left that part out. And she proved that she got some dog in her too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, don't let the pretty face fool you. I got some dog in me, you know, and I'm going to stick my tongue out and I'm going to talk that trash too while I'm beating you up. And she absolutely did that.
I didn't see any beating up that Sky did to Raven. In fact, I'm gonna have to go completely opposite here to my co-host. I saw her do the exact same thing as she usually does, the 2 double jabs and run the fuck away so damn far. Or what you do is, if you're coming up, you do the old arriba. Okay, now I call that the Sky pivot. Okay, now what she'll do is, if somebody's coming in with that lead, she'll just, if she's in the corner, turn the other way and get the fuck out of there. Now, she might give you a little papa, just a nice little point scorer. I thought she did what she usually does. You know, like I think if she caught any of those titans from Raven squarely on the face, she would not have been laughing. And I do commend Sky on a great boxing performance. But in my opinion, she did what she always did, and that's not saying that's bad, or that's not world level, or that's not, you know, that's a game plan. I never seen any of these inside exchanges that they had. I feel like if Raven did manage to get her on the inside for even a 1-2 combination exchange, I don't know how pretty that face would have been.
Who did you pick for that fight?
I actually picked Sky. I picked Sky to win. And then I said
that you picked. I remember when we picked out, you picked Raven to, you know, toughen it out.
I picked. No. Well, what you see, no. So this is the thing. Now, I originally picked Sky, right, and then after seeing
and then you went for the physique.
I did.
You seen the guns.
Yeah, I did. I thought,
and I had to remind you. I had to remind you. I said that this is not a bodybuilding contest.
It's not. I never leaned too much from the physique. For me, it was. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you did. All right. But this is the thing. We don't victim blame in the show. So what I did do was I said, you know, after the study of a one Raven Chapman, I thought that she would be able to land one of those on the chin muscle to Sky. However, I'm going to give Sky her due. How she win?
You said she did win
I did last show. Yes, I did. It was it.
I'm just the reason why I'm bringing this up, Ricco. I don't want you to keep, dancing around. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a terrible.
The reason why I'm alluding to this is because it's going to go to the next card. I feel, people of yet are less objective. When they pick a fighter to win. So I would want future, because people tend to, like if you are invested into something, you tend to see the one-sided and one way. And that's what I think happened in the main event when people were saying, oh, robbery and this person. I think people, instead of sitting back, I had the opportunity to join the live party with you and sit back and really enjoy myself as a fan. It was Ricco Mania. It was the banter and boxing takeover, and I enjoyed myself. When I say I generally enjoyed myself,
it was great. I loved it.
The banter was A1. It was respectful. It was dope. Mr. Neutral, shout out to Mr. Neutral. He was under the weather and he was still talking his mess. He was still giving. I was like, I love Mr. Neutral, Like, I love his banter.
I love him. That's my padre.
It was amazing. He was there. He was full. He was giving all his energy.
He got out of there. He said,
he was so mad. That's what I'm saying. That's what made it fun. That's what made everything so fun. Like this,
he said, "Fuck this." I'm out of here.
And this was just like of friends coming in there, sharing their opinions and sharing their thoughts. I thought it was dope. So thank you once again for having me. I sat here and I watched the fight. And I looked at it like 7. I had a 7-5. The main fight, I had a 7-5. Watched it actually 2 more times after that, and I still keep, because I really didn't have a dog in the fight. I really like both guys equally, and I was telling everybody who would listen, I'm actually 50-50, even though I was forced to pick Better Beef. And I was actually really 50-50 on this fight, and wanted to sit back and enjoy the fight as a fight fan. So when I was scoring the card, I understood what the assignment was. I understood that, each fighter and what their credits are and what they were good for. And I understand that their strengths, and I understood what judges look for nowadays. And I also realized that there's different criteria of judging a fight. And and people are human. The judges are human. They're just like you and I. They're not robots. They're not AIs. These guys are human beings, Some of them like seeing come forward fighters. Some like seeing classic boxing style fighters, So I took all of that to consideration. So when I was judging these rounds, that's how I was looking at it from an objective point of view, Like I can see a judge giving this to him, and these are the reasons why. Not just because I'm going off of because I like this guy and I feel like, okay, well, I like him and I think he did more, so I'm gonna, no, that's not how. No, it's not judged like that. And it was basically like whoever you liked and they didn't lose and they didn't win, people had a bad taste in their mouth. But I thought it was a close fight. The right man won, because I'm a self-proclaimed historian of boxing, right? And I've seen these fights before, countless of times. Oh, my heart has been broken countless of times over when I thought I had something right. And then I said, oh, no, it's not right because of this. You know what I'm saying? You, in the matter of a fight, even if you're boxing, you have never seen, it's a way of boxing effectively. And then there's a way where you could be doing too much moving and you're not engaging. And when you're doing that, most refs are not going to give you that round. They're not going to let you steal that round. Like look at people. If you love Hagler and you love Sugar Ray, a lot of people still feel like Hagler won. They feel like, oh, he was stealing the rounds, or he did that, he didn't come forward. Then you got some people that look at it with De La Hoya and Trinidad. When they say like, oh, Trinidad gave him a boxing lesson. You know what I'm saying? He gave him a boxing lesson. This is what he did. You know what I'm saying? But look, he ran those last 4. The same in the Lara and Canelo fight. You're not going to win a fight by running, or what judges might perceive as running. You know what I'm saying? And boxing and running is 2 different things. If you're circling around the ring 2 to 3 times without returning fire, my friends, that's track. It's track and field. You know what I'm saying? But if you're circling around, popping the jab, you know what I'm saying? Come throwing the feint, jab, hook, something, moving around, dodging, but that's fine. But if you just circling around the ring and running, no. We have seen this in the past. Judges is not going to give it to you. So I think the right man won. Whatever your scorecard is, I really do, because I don't care. I just thought that the right man won. Period. The right man won. It was a close fight. Both of these guys are top notch. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? When you got 2 A+ fighters. People saying Bivol trash. Look, oh, we see we Bivol trash. But Bivol, nowhere is this boy trash. He got a dub over one of the fighters that I really like. Saul, he got a dub over him. And I think Saul is great. And he beat Saul unanimously. So yeah, I think that Bivol, he's dope with it. You know what I'm saying? And Benavidez is just a monster. As long as he can hold up, you know what I'm saying, that age, you know. I think Benavidez is an incredible fighter. I would want to see him do it again, because I'm not convinced that Benavidez wins the rematch. You know what I'm saying? It was a good fight. Bivol's the type of fighter that he can learn from this and be like, oh, I know what I did wrong this fight. All right, I'm not going to slack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because there was some times where he did bring the fight to Benavidez, and I thought that he did good. But then he went away from that. But it was times that he did go and meet him in the center of the ring and was like, hey, let's hash this out like men. So I think it was a real good fight, a real tough fight. I would love to see it again. I don't know who wins the rematch, you know, but it was a close fight, a good fight. Congratulations to Arthur Beterbiev, and congratulations to Dimitri Bivol too, because even though, you know, he was dealing with a lot of stuff, out of the ring stuff, and he still went in there and he performed at a high level. He took some shots that would have dropped the normal man. He took some shots that would have dropped the normal man. He didn't call it quits. There was one time he got hit with some shots. I thought that he was going to go down. He didn't call it quits. He did not call it quits, especially with everything going on in his world, with his trifling big mama and all that. Regardless to what you know what I'm saying, y'all had going on, you don't do that to the man and drag his kids into it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Right or wrong, I don't get into people's personal lives and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no innocent goody two shoes. You know what I'm saying? You know, people get out here and try to pretend to be goody two shoes like they ain't never did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm a poster child for second chances. I always say that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you this much though. What she did was foul. You don't bring kids into it. And he had to deal with that on top of, you know, being in there with a monster like Beterbiev. So I salute him for that. So shout outs to him, and congratulations to Arthur Beterbiev on being undisputed champion at 175. It was the tremendous. Now I want to use that. Let me hold that, Trey. It was the tremendous night of boxing. And I was just glad to be a part of it, and I got the chance to hang out with you, my brother Ricco, and the rest of the iBoxingHub family. It was dope.
I hope to be as good as Trill one day in terms of being able to, because it's a tough act to follow. And thank you, brother, for coming through.
I'm just passionate.
And that's what I like. That's what makes the show so great. I think we both love boxing, and we love the sport. We love people. We love helping people.
And I'm glad y'all dig me. And I'm glad y'all dig me, and I'm glad that the boxing fans dig me and they understand my passion, because a lot of people substitute my passion for aggression, which is silly, you know. But I'm just passionate about the sport that I love.
Samesies. In it just obviously, like I said, tough one to follow. But thank you, Trill, man. That was the best live I've ever done, I think. Guys, really go check that out. Like, it's so funny from top to bottom. Seriously. And as I said, we're on the road to 1K. So please, guys, subscribe to iBoxingHub. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So please, if you want to help the channel, if you love the content, subscribe. In terms of, all right, let me go top to bottom. So in terms of Bibble's misses, fucking psychopath, weird, strange human being. I saw facial expressions that you would draw in a 90s Batman series, you know, for the Joker or something like that. That for me, and I like Trill said, you don't like each other, absolutely cool. Leave the youths out of it, man. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Just don't bring, because now your kids are gonna have to grow up and see you have a live, hoping that other dude, right, of the father, the father of your children loses. That is the type of energy that is wild to me. And I actually snipped a couple of things that she said, in terms of, you know, you left us and you remarried, that type of thing. That there, bro. So that type of energy for me is just weird. I will pray for Dimitri Bivol, and I'll pray for his children and his family, man, because that type of energy is just demonic from top to bottom. So sending love in that. In terms of the fight, as again, I had scored it 8-4 towards Bivol. Man, I'll be real. I think Bivol won the first 3. I think I gave the next one to Beterbiev. I think I gave the next 3 to Bivol. I gave Beterbiev the following 2, and then I gave Bivol 1 and then Beterbiev the following 2. I scored it properly. I'll put it up, but and I did give Beterbiev the 12th round. In terms of the exchanges, I saw, you know, yes, we say sort of on your bike or what have you, but in terms of elite versus elite, you know, the way that you know, Bivol sort of fights in how he scores his points, and, you know, the exchanges that he was doing, you know, there was even points where there was nothing sort of happening and Bivol would just extend through with the jab and hit. I saw a lot of punches of Beterbiev's just landing on Bivol's gloves. You know, in terms of the aggression, yes, you can be on the front foot, but the exchanges, I didn't see the exchanges from Beterbiev to sort of warrant, you know, a 116, 112, going round by round. You know, I think I even had one of the uncles on there, big up Uncle Man, and I was going round by round, and I was saying, okay, you said you gave him this round, this round, this round, this round. And I was going through, man. I've seen the fight back 3 times, and still, you know, the work from Bivol, the punches that actually hit the body. If you know, I don't know how you could get a 114, you know, like, but that's me personally, the way I will score the fight from what I was seeing. But again, you know, there's obviously the tribalism aspect. Yes, I did want Dimitri Bivol to win, and I did have him win in the fight, and I'm scoring it. I didn't win in the fight. However,
did you score the fight?
I did. Look, in terms of
you had him winning like 10 rounds. You had him winning like 10 rounds.
After we're rewatching it, I had an 8-4 to Bivol. Okay. And that's unbiased scoring. I've seen it back again and again. Because I had to go back. Because I had to go back.
And my scorecard has
been the swing rounds. But
you
could say the swing rounds were the deciding factors in how people scored the fight and how because there were swing rounds in that, I would say. But what I was really impressed about Bivol was that Beterbiev is not only a freak of nature, he was actually going in there exchanging with Beterbiev. And if you see Bivol's hand after the fight, like, his hand was twice the size from the punches that were just landing on the gloves from Beterbiev. So again, it's how you would see it. Personally, I did have Bivol winning, but again, you know, I'm not gonna look at, you know, sort of the robbery this or whatever like that. that fight gave me everything I wanted. That was high level, elite. For me, that was a passing of the torch fight from Beterbiev to Bivol, regardless of what the score was. I do want to see that again. But I'm telling you, look, Dimitri Bivol is the next great boxing star. Him, Jaya Pataya, these gentlemen are going to do amazing things within boxing, regardless of anything, man. I think you know, I would love to see the rematch. I think they would earn even more money in that rematch. I think they'll probably be stripped anyway. I know who's WBO interim. I know that Boatsi's WBO interim. There's rumors allegedly that Boatsi's gone with Queensberry, so I don't know how true that is. So I think, you know, just in terms of boxing and how healthy boxing is after that, you know, that card and the performance, I think we're in the best stage that we've been in so long. And I just want to give it up to both gentlemen for giving us something. I'm so happy to be alive, to have watched that real time with my mates on a live. One of the best fights I've ever seen, bro. Like, that was just, it was so high level as a boxing, well, what they say, a hardcore boxing fan. That was just amazing, jaw dropping. It was you could drop a pin in you know, that stadium, not just because of obviously what the venue is and how people say the fans engage, but it was just that tense, just that, you know. And one thing I will say, Dimitri Bivol probably has one of the best chins in the business, bar none. Absolutely sensational stuff, man. Sensational stuff. Thank you to both men again, and obviously thank you to Turkey and Riyadh Season for putting that on. But yeah,
115, 113. I thought it was a great fight. 115, 113.
Beautiful fight, man. Amazing fight. That was poetry, and I'd like to see it again. It was
I would
literally
love to watch that fight
an aggressive puncher against the pure high level boxer.
I would like to watch that fight with anybody. If anybody disputes that fight, want to watch that fight one-on-one with me again, and go over my scorecard, we definitely can. And I'll let you know seeing that you know, because it was a good rounds, just swing rounds. You know, it's just what you like. You know what I'm saying? As far as what swing rounds went to, I think swing rounds. I was seeing Mr. Neutral. I see your card as well. Swing rounds and Miss James. I see you where you had it 7-5 for Bivol. I had it 7-5 for that Beterbiev. And the same with y'all. Y'all have it real close. Like I had it close. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of swing rounds. And I think that's what it comes down to. The matter of swing rounds and which we preferred. Did we like the guy making the fight, or did we got like the guy who seemingly was playing Matador, you know, and was on his back foot, you know, or the guy who was on his front foot? It's like who did you like more? So basically, that's where those swing rounds came into play. But it was definitely a high level fight, and I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't class it as Matador at all. I would class what Sky Nicholson did as Matadore, if I had to really match it.
And she was hitting her with some, man. Listen, man, she was hitting her with some shots. She was hitting her with some shots. You gotta go back, look at their faces. Go look at their faces. Sky wasn't playing around. The Sky wasn't trying to be no darling in that ring. She was trying to show that she got some heart and she can pop too. You know what I mean? She gave it a little bit. I think you need to go back and watch that.
Someone at me on my Twitter right here in this bubble, yeah.
And shout out
a screenshot of the shots that my co-host is talking about. Give me two.
That she landed on Raven. We put a highlights together for Ricco since he's seen a different.
Give me a PowerPoint. Also, my display picture isn't mine. It's another media entity called Spicy, because the judges decided to fuck me like they.
Listen, I didn't even ask you to change my face to your profile yet. I got something else you could do for me later. You know, moving right along. You know, sticking to everything. Get it off your chest. We had issues on this show, Ricco. We have issues, and I know this taken away from boxing and what we're supposed to be doing right now. But honestly, we done had some issues, and I wanted to talk about them. I wanted to address them. I wanted to address them because it's been going off the air. People were worried. They were commenting in the comment section. It's been crazy. They wanted to know. Tell them why you mad, Rico. This is what
You
this.
don't respect me. You don't respect me, and then
Whoa,
you
just
give
jumped.
me
Yo,
you,
whoa,
you,
whoa!
you
You just jumped. You got it. Hold on, Rico. Gosh,
you just literally said. You just said,
like, yeah,
Rico, we had to get it off your
you
chest. Oh,
gotta pause for dramatic effect, Rico. You didn't even take a breath in
nah,
between.
fuck that. All right, listen, no. Okay, and block parties and all types of just non like honestly. All right, if you guys go back and watch the block party shows, I say 3 words, and it's probably about promotion in that thing there. I'd like to say something. Yo, Ricco, man. Come on, Trill. You say you talk next, man. You talk next. Come on, blaze block party vibes. Block party. I would like to have a word or two on my show, if that's okay. And that's all it is, literally. And then, right, I might be given a prognosis, man. No, but Ricco, you know what? And then it's like we go into the sermon, and then how he does it so good. How am I supposed to fucking say other shit off the cuff? So I would like just a couple of things, okay? To reduce the block parties. All right, I love the block parties. I don't. Actually, that's a lie. I tried to. All right. We'll have every 10-year a block party, every 10-year episode. So it's 23rd, so 30, we'll have a block party. However, I will conduct this block party as the host should. Okay, and that I feel like is non-negotiable in this negotiation.
But hold on, Rico. I am a host on this show too. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the block parties is a staple of the show. It shows our what is it? Our willingness to work with others, and it shows that you, Rico, can work with others. In a team setting. That's why I love the block party, and I think that the block party. I think everybody has fun when they come on the block party. I have never seen somebody with a down face, but you, Rico, when it comes to the block party. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. The next time we have the block party, we'll let you, Rico, start it off and let you introduce everybody. How's that? We'll let you start it off and introduce everybody for the block party, Rico. But you gotta let everybody live. How everybody gonna get their opinions off and express how they're feeling if you talking and interrupting them, Rico? That's not fair. We get it that it's our show, but we also gotta allow people to be able to feel comfortable and feel welcome, and feel like they have a place where they can call home when they come over here on across the way, US to the UK, that they got a place that they can call home and that they feel welcome. And that they can, get whatever they're feeling off their chest without being interrupted, by, the co-hosts who want to be all in the videos, all, I think, man, hey, everybody loves the block party. If you look in the comment section, everybody's saying hooray for the block party. I can't wait for the 30th episode when we bring on the block party, but I'm gonna take what you say into consideration. And yeah, I'm gonna let you run the next block party. We're gonna have a good time, Rico. Anything else you want to get off your chest?
You know what? I'm good.
You sure? Because we have an intervention coming. We have an intervention coming, Rico.
No. I feel like everything that I had an issue with was completely addressed. I felt like you heard everything that I was saying.
Thank you.
And you've given a resolution. All right.
Love the block parties.
Fuck them. Sorry. I mean, yep, I love them.
Love the block parties. Moving right along here. This is the time during the show where we, pay homage to fighters, past and present, who are with us now, or who have moved on to the glory. It's called Give Them Their Flowers, and we're gonna start it right now. This episode of Give Them Their Flowers, the Prince Naseem Hamed, February 12th. 1974, Sheffield, United Kingdom. Naseem Hamed was born. He had 8 siblings. Prince Naseem, aka Nas, was a British professional boxer who competed from 1992 to 2002. He held multiple featherweight world championships between 1995 and 2000 and reigned as lineal champion from 1998 to 2001. In 2015, he was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. The Ring magazine awarded him the featherweight title in the Ring magazine featherweight title in 2019 to acknowledge his dominance of the division and multiple champions he defeated. He is the only former world champion in any division thus far to receive this honor. Prince Ahmed was known for his unconventional boxing antics and spectacular ring entrances, from his front somersault over the top rope into the ring. His highly athletic and hard-hitting southpaw boxing style and formidable one-punch knockout power, having finished his career with a knockout to win percentage of 84%. With his cocky persona and high-profile bouts, he was a prominent figure in the 1990s British pop culture. But to be honest, Prince Ahmed was a global superstar. Even Dan Raphael of ESPN wrote, one of the biggest stars in the sport. The guy sold out arenas before his opponents was even named. In 2016, ESPN ranked Prince Ahmed at number 22 on his list of top 25 fighters pound for pound of the last 25 years. The Ring also ranked Ahmed the 46th greatest puncher of all time. Let's back it up. At the age of 20, he won the European bantamweight title, and from there he was off, moving up in weight, knocking out and beating most of his opponents until he ran into fellow legend Marco Antonio Barrera, who gave him his first and only loss, which at the time the highest grossing featherweight bout ever in United States history. It is true, Prince Ahmed looked awful that night. His body drained from losing 2 stones in 8 weeks. He was tossed around, head flying one way, legs flopping the other, as Barrera outworked him. But to try to clown him for that one bad performance after he had defended the WBO world title 15 times, also held the WBC and IBF belts with a record of 36-1 with 31 knockouts, would be insane. On May 18, 2002, at a London arena, Docklands, London, Prince Ahmed returned to the ring for what turned out to be his final boxing match for the IBO World Featherweight title. Prince Ahmed booed by the 10,000 fans as he was unconventionally on points after 12 rounds, looking sluggish and uninterested. Prince Ahmed was part of the 2015 class of the International Boxing Hall of Fame, and in 2016, ESPN ranked Prince Ahmed at number 22 at a list of top 25 pound-for-pound fighters of the last 25 years. Prince Naseem Ahmed, 36 wins, 31 KOs, 1 loss, and never was knocked out. Might I add, his fight with Kevin Kelly, my personal favorite, will go down as one of the best featherweight fights of all time. I'm going to smoke your boots. Prince Naseem Ahmed serves 16 weeks of a 15-month sentence due to a hit-and-run incident. Allegedly, some say was a retaliation of a guy trying to run his wife off the road. Some sources contribute his excessive weight gain to a family dispute / lawsuit, which caused him trauma and stress, which made him find peace in food. I don't know about all that, but I do know some of them sources say he's the happiest he's ever been despite putting on a few pounds. And that's all I care about, because he has brought nothing but joy and excitement to boxing fans around the world, and I would love to give him his flowers and say thank you for all you have done. This is giving him his flowers, Prince Naseem Ahmed.
Again, so much education, so much commissioner, so much Trill. Thank you again, my brother, segment. And I love the giving their flowers segment, because it actually teaches me a lot of stuff that I didn't know. So thank you again. And we are continuing this forever.
Yeah. This is giving
thank you, guys.
This is giving their flowers, man. I want to thank you, Ricco. For allowing me to bring this segment of giving their flowers to across the way. It's very dear to my heart. I know we joke about it before, but it really is dear to my heart. I love paying homage to the fighters, past and present. I'm self-proclaimed historian of boxing, and this is something that I love to do. And we're gonna continue to do this because we love the sport of boxing so much. So salute to Ricco being on board with this, and we got so much stuff to bring you. And before we say our goodbyes and stuff and get out of here, we'll spin the block one more time with our sponsors.
Big up to everybody right now. Obviously, my co-host is this guy. Again, please go check out D-Rock Clothing, guys. That's 40% off your total purchase. iBoxingHub 24. This has been myself. This has been Trill Dollar Bill Commissioner. This has been across the way from the US to the UK. And we will see you next week, Tuesday. Or you can see myself in an hour streaming off the B&B channel. Please like, subscribe, take care. God bless, and have an incredible week.
This feels good. We're gonna go to Boston to Cali on this one. Level up on these niggas and I know they hate it. Struggling that life looking aggravated. Got straight to the money, no procrastinating. Buying anything I want like's a vacation. You can tell by my walk.